The senator from New York.
Mr. President, I rise to strongly oppose this cynical and opportunistic ploy to fulfill a long-time ideological goal to defund Planned Parenthood. Let's talk facts, not rhetoric. The fact is, no federal funds can be used for an abortion. No federal funds can be used for an abortion, except in the dire circumstances of rape, incest, or life of the mother. Here's another fact. Only 3% of Planned Parenthood's work is dedicated to abortion services. The other 97% of their work is dedicated to preventive women's health services like STD testing and screenings, contraception, Pap tests, breast exams, cancer screenings, and other services like adoption referrals, pediatric care, and immunizations. So when you say, let's defund Planned Parenthood, because you never liked that they ever existed, what you are saying to women, particularly low-income women, women in low-income communities, many women of color, is that you won't have access to a wide range of essential services because of an ideologic desire to control what choices are being made by women and their doctors. I fail to see the logic here. This exploitative movement, advanced by special interests, would effectively tell 500,000 women, American women, sorry, you can't have a breast exam this year. Of all the issues that we are going to debate on the floor right now, why are we debating this? Why are we telling 400,000 American women, sorry, you won't be able to have a life-saving screening for cervical cancer? We have kids in all 50 states who are going hungry during summer vacation because their parents can't afford to have that extra lunch that they normally got from school. We have college graduates who can't afford to start their lives, buy a home, get married, have kids because they are drowning in student debt. We have men and women in this country who work 40 hours a week, no vacation days, no sick days, and are still stuck in poverty. That is not my vision of the American dream. We have millions of hardworking Americans who have to quit their jobs and lose paychecks every time they have a family emergency. It doesn't matter if it's a new baby. It doesn't matter if your husband is dying of cancer. It doesn't matter if your mother is on her deathbed. You don't have access to paid family and medical leave. We are literally the only industrialized country that doesn't have paid leave. It makes no sense in a country that believes if you work hard every day, you will be able to get into the middle class. Well, that is not true for low-wage workers who are working 40 hours a week and are still below the poverty line and cannot meet those family needs because they have no paid leave. But, Mr. President, the issue this body wants to debate is defund Planned Parenthood. This body wants to make sure that millions of women don't get basic access to health care. Whether or not to maliciously hurt an organization that provides vital health services to millions of American women. This is the issue our colleagues are threatening yet another government shutdown. Controlling women's choices about their health, about their families, about their reproductive health care. It's clear that for some of my colleagues, they just want to roll back Roe v. Wade. That is their goal, that is their mission in life, and it is ideologically driven and funded by special interests. That is their mission. We should not return to the days when women had no medical independence. And they will use any excuse they can to overreact and force this tired, old, same old Planned Parenthood debate on us. But here is the fundamental truth about Planned Parenthood. Millions of women in this country, women in low-income communities, women of color, women in every state, they rely on Planned Parenthood for basic health care, mammograms, cervical screenings, access to contraception, family planning. They rely on it to prevent disease. They rely on it to detect disease. They rely on it to treat disease. We cannot and will not defund Planned Parenthood. I yield the floor.